My name is Kelly Huddleston, and I'm a 2017 Creative on the Rise, and this is how I create. I am a high school teacher at Franklin Road Academy, and I teach a variety of classes: technology applications, design thinking, graphic design, digital media, journalism, and a brand new class called Innovations. My process as a creative educator is unique in that I am trying to turn traditional education upside down. And it's a threefold process. The first part of the process is this. In traditional education, the student asks the teacher, "What do you want me to do, and how do you want me to do it?" And that's the way it's been since the industrial age. But we are teaching students for jobs that don't even exist yet, so that old model doesn't work anymore. What I am doing is allowing my students, or I am asking my students, what do you want to create and how are you going to create it? The second part of this creative process as an educator, I allow my students a safe place to try new things and to fail. And in traditional education, failure is to be avoided at all costs. It affects grades, it affects the college transcript, what college you can get into, what job you might have. Failure is a dirty word. But in the real world, those of us with some experience know that it's through failure that we often grow and learn the most. So this innovations program I've started at FRA allows my students the freedom and the space to try new things, and we celebrate failure as much as we celebrate success. And in fact, sometimes failure is more exciting. We look at something, we think, what went wrong? What do we need to do? How can we fix this? And we try again. And then the third part of my process is in traditional education, we've created passive learners and consumers of education, which again isn't going to work in the job force of the future. So through the Innovations program at FRA, I'm trying to create or inspire creators, not just of a tangible product or service, but creators of their own learning experience. My inspiration comes from a plethora of sources: nature, God, music, reading a good book, whatever the genre. But perhaps the greatest inspiration for my life is simply the students and the colleagues I get to work with every day. They challenge me every day to think new things, to try new things. They challenge the status quo. Why do we do what we do? Is this really the best way to do it? All right, let's try something new and see what happens. So just those daily interactions really inspire me. I hope as an educator, I inspire life every day. Again, working with students, giving them time, giving them space to pursue their passions, whatever it might be, from EDM music production to fashion design to starting a podcast to robotics. Giving them that space to pursue it, to fail forward, to try new things, to discover what they don't like as much as to discover what they love. Right now, with the end of the school year in sight, I literally have a list of over 30 items I'm going to implement for next year's innovation class. And in the spirit of the class, I too am failing forward and iterating so that the next prototype of the class is even better than this year's. I'm Kelly Huddleston. I'm a 2017 Creative on the Rise, and this is how I create.